Everyone, welcome to Bridge Nile Capitals. So, welcome to our 14th podcast on this value investor series, right? I hope this series has been the most wonderful series. It has been for me. I have enjoyed a lot. I don't know about you. Okay? But I think this is the best thing I could have give. Whatever it is there in the basics level. I have given my 100% to make it think simpler and make you all understand. Still, anytime if you watch this video even after 10 years, 20 years, 5 years, whatever the time range, and if you don't understand any point, do let me know. I'll come through individual points, be it in comment, be it in mail, everywhere, anywhere you want, right? Okay. So in this podcast, what we have learned is basically how to select an industry. फर्स्ट 6 to 7 वीडियोज़ में हम लोगों ने जो समझा था वो क्या है कि इंडस्ट्री को कैसे पकड़ा जाए. इंडस्ट्री से पहले वी अंडरस्टूड वाई शुड वी इन्वेस्ट. First, my 7 lectures, that was audio podcasts, those were on just why should a person invest, कि एक आदमी मार्केट में निवेश क्यों करे, राइट? निवेश तो कर लिया, अब निवेश करने के बाद क्या करे, कैसे कैसे प्रोसीड करे, माइंडसेट कैसा कैसा होना पड़ेगा, सराउंडिंग माइंडसेट क्या रहेगा, हाउ शुड अ पर्सन अर्न मनी, हाउ शुड अ पर्सन इन्वेस्ट, every single thing. For first 7 videos, it was entirely just audio, it was not just a normal audio. These audios were giving you the exact help how to proceed with the markets. Clear? Starting from the 8th podcast, we have understood how to proceed with the markets, that where I've shared you the screen recording, how to start, how to select industries, how to do root analysis. Root analysis means understanding the differences, basic details. What is NSE, what is BSE, right? Every single thing, we have started from every single thing. What is P ratio? All the factors we have understood, right? And starting from FII, DII, IPTA, all the kinds of profits ratios, and how to select a stock. That was in the last podcast number 13. We studied every single thing. Okay, in today's podcast, what I would like to show you is how to choose randomly, means how to move in and show exactly which industry or which stock to choose at, right? Suppose, now let us move in. Let us move in into the pounding. This is how it is. Okay, let's move in into ticker phenology. This is our screener. As I said, again I'm saying it for the last time. This is the screener I use. That doesn't mean you have to use the same. आपको भी यही use करना पड़ेगा. उसका कोई meaning तो है नहीं. You can use your own. We have discussed the advantages and disadvantages of all the screener apps. Correct? Not all the screener apps are same. And not everything is different. You have to understand how do they behave. Clear with them? Okay. On that particular basis, you have to go through it. So, any particular sector. Let me choose any particular banking sector. One of the famous banking apps or banking companies is HDFC. Everyone has heard. सबने सुना है HDFC Bank के बारे में, right? It has shares whose price is 1768 rupees. Very good. Now, if you see any particular share of any particular company, I'll give an example. See, I'll give an example out here. मैं यहाँ पर नेस्ले को खोलूँगा. See, in Nestle, what you have is market cap, enterprise value, right? Number of shares, P ratio, PB, face value. You can see everything. HDFC, you have market cap, you don't have enterprise value, but you have something called the CASA ratio. Now, what is the meaning of CASA? Right? There is something meaning for CASA. Let me explain it out here. The meaning for CASA represents current account and savings account. Right? So, why I am giving you the example of banking industry? Because banking industry or any particular industry, every individual industry has their own pros and cons to select. The example I have given you is just for the FMCG sector because it is the most easiest sector to pick up in stock, right? And it is the most growing sector. मतलब slow rate 7-8% से growth होगा पर होगा. Next comes, you have different industries to select from. Am I clear? एक ही sector तो होगा नहीं ना. You cannot just observe कि एक ही sector होगा कि जैसे सिर्फ FMCG का sector होगा. सबका प्रोसेस सेम है ना. आई एम जस्ट गोना शो यू हाउ इज इट डिफरेंट फॉर डिफरेंट सेक्टर्स. क्लियर? वंस यू अंडरस्टैंड दैट, इट्स वेरी मच ईजियर. Okay. See, HDFC बैंक का कासा परसेंटेज मतलब हम लोगों ने पढ़ा था, क्या है? इट रिप्रेजेंट्स करंट अकाउंट, सेविंग अकाउंट. मीन्स कि एक बैंक, वन पर्टिकुलर बैंक एक साल में कितना करंट अकाउंट सेविंग्स अकाउंट खोल पाता है? जितना खोल सकता है वो बैंक का उतना रेट ज़्यादा है, राइट? करंट अकाउंट सेविंग्स अकाउंट. सो व्हाट इज द करंट अकाउंट सेविंग्स अकाउंट फॉर HDFC? लेट अस ऑब्जर्व. Current account savings account for HDFC Bank is something we observed. How much it is? 44.39%. 44.39%. Next, any other bank we know? Yes, Axis Bank. हमने सुना है Axis Bank के बारे में. These are the most famous banks. कासा परसेंटेज कितना है? वी हैव ऑल दोस थिंग्स. कासा मतलब कितना रेट में करंट अकाउंट और सेविंग, जो बैंक जितना ज़्यादा करंट अकाउंट सेविंग अकाउंट खोल पाता है, दैट इज़ गेटिंग सस्टेन्ड गुड, करेक्ट? उसका मतलब तो वही होता है कि जो जिसका बैंक में जितना ज़्यादा अकाउंट है वही बैंक सबसे ज़्यादा है, वही बैंक सबसे ज़्यादा चलता है, करेक्ट? तो वही बैंक सबसे ज़्यादा चलेगा, उसके पास डिपॉजिट ज़्यादा रहेगा, इट कैन जनरेट मोर इनकम, इट कैन जनरेट मोर लेवरेज, इट हैज़ मोर पॉसिबिलिटी ऑफ गेटिंग ग्रोथ इन फ्यूचर. सिंपल फंडामेंटल्स तो यही कहता है कि नहीं? भीड़ उतना ज़्यादा उस बैंक पे. ओके, इफ यू सी एक्सिस, इट हैज़ 42 point. What is the valuation? 42.99%. Axis Bank का percentage, right? I'll just give a gap so it becomes easier for you to understand. Now see, after Axis Bank, we have a famous bank in India, something called the SBI Bank, State Bank of India. सबके पास, सबने सुना है इस बैंक के बारे में. Just observe the CASA percentage of SBI. SBI is around 39%. राइट? SBI कितना परसेंट के आजू बाजू में है? 39.90. ओके, 39.90. 39.90. दिस इज द बैंकिंग परसेंटेज ऑफ SBI. एनी अदर बैंक्स? You can search it on your internet into IndusLand Bank. IndusLand Bank has how much? CASA percentage 40.14. See, IndusLand Bank 40.14%. Next, IndusLand Bank के बाद क्या आ रहा है? Next, you can see ICICI Bank. Big banks, 45.84% CASA. ICICI 45.84%. Now, एक बात और मैं बोलना चाहूँगा कि this percentages differ with respect to time. ऐसा नहीं है कि HDFC का शुरू से इतना था, right? They change over time. Any data, just remember this, any data, whatever it's present out here on any particular industry you are observing, it has to change over time. टाइम के अनुसार, समय अनुसार ये सबको चेंज होना पड़ेगा. यही बैंक का नियति है. मतलब the system of investing is such a way that it has to change. These values will change. None of the values will remain as it is. या तो बढ़ेगा या तो घटेगा. You as an investor have to understand कि फ्यूचर में इसका वैल्यू बढ़ने वाला है या फिर घटने वाला है, राइट? इफ़ यू हैव एनी स्मॉल बिजनेस, देन यू विल बी अंडरस्टैंडिंग कि ये बिजनेस फ्यूचर में जाके बढ़ रहा है या फिर घट रहा है, या फिर बढ़ेगा या फिर घटेगा, क्या होगा. Similarly, you have to understand the banking business or any other industry you are choosing from, whether the industry will go up or not, right, in upcoming years. जैसे मैं बोल नहीं सकता कि मैं बोल सकता हूँ बेसिकली कि आज के तारीख पे everyone is using सर्फ एक्सेल और सनलाइट as their washing powder, whatever it is, and upcoming 5 to 6 years they will do the same. So for next 5 to 6 years, these companies are good, those who are generating surf excel or sunlight, right? So just an example, not to go and buy all those shares which I am mentioning, but this is how it is. ऐसे करना है, and this is how it is. Next is after ICICI, what you should do is IDFC. There is another bank, IDFC First Bank. It has a CASA percentage of 49.77. See, IDFC First Bank has a percentage of 49.77. Now, simply IDFC First Bank का percentage बहुत ज़्यादा है. That doesn't mean you will go and invest in it, right? You, before investing anything in any particular bank or any particular industry, you should understand other factors as well. मतलब अदर फैक्टर इन द सेंस मार्केट कैप कितना है, राइट? नंबर ऑफ शेयर्स आउटस्टैंडिंग कितना है, पी रेशियो सस्ता बिक रहा है या ज़्यादा बिक रहा है प्राइस के हिसाब से. फॉर IDFC फर्स्ट बैंक आई थिंक इट्स द मोस्ट चीपेस्ट बैंक सो फार. वी कैन सी ऑब्जर्व सी कंपिटिटर्स. सी IDFC फर्स्ट बैंक जो भी चल रहा है, इट्स पी रेशियो इज 19.3, at this price, because it is the most cheapest bank if I can see out here. That's not a stock recommendation, but it is what it is. P ratio, you can observe all the P ratios, right? See, P ratio of Axis is 15.19. It's still cheaper. Means Axis will have more potential to grow further up. That's what Axis is saying. Correct. IndusLand Bank, you can see IndusLand Bank ka P ratio 12.66. For banking industry, it's you have to understand whether the industry is good or not or something else, right? This is how the entire sector starts. I have showed you the difference in banking industry, FMCG industry, right? Now I will show you something in automobile industry. Automobile industry का फर्स्ट शेयर चेकआउट करते हैं टाटा मोटर्स. You have Tata Motors out here. Tata Motors का भी वही है. The same system, same fundamentals as whatever you used to do in FMCGs, right? Again, you have to read every single thing, every other investor presentations for individual stock that you select. Just not these data will give you every single detail, right? What you have to do, you have to invest, you have to read all the annual representation meetings. Unless and until you go through all these meetings, you will not understand a shit. कोई भी चीज़ कंपनी का डिटेल्स में नहीं पढ़ेंगे, डिटेल्स में नहीं जाएंगे, you will not understand anything about the companies. Now in order to understand anything about this particular company, you have to go in details, right? Any particular thing. See, this particular return on equity, मतलब equity के ऊपर 30% रिटर्न दिया है, that doesn't mean it will give every year 30%. It is the history valuation, right? Any share you see, इसका return of equity होता है. It is return 135%. That doesn't mean it will give return of equity 135% every year. मतलब अभी तक हिस्ट्री में देखे आया है. You as an investor have to think कि फ्यूचर में जाके कौन सा कंपनी कितना करने वाला है. How will you know that? Again, the simple thing is by reading every single point, every single spaces in the investor presentation. Next podcast on the value investor, if there is any demand, I will basically show you how to read the investor presentation. How to read in the sense, you know how to read. मतलब how to catch the important points of an investor presentation. मतलब how to do thorough analysis, how to do security analysis on investor presentation. If you basically want any kind of details more on security analysis on how to read an investor presentation, do comment me on below. Okay, I will make a history or I'll make some further videos on that particular. My next podcast will be on that thorough analysis, the security analysis of value investor. Clear? So if anyone is there who wants to go through those, and again, these videos will be free forever. Point is, whenever you want to learn about investing or any particular thing, you just come out here into the BridgeNal tab account, and you can, unless and until YouTubes are there, even if YouTube is not there, there will be my private websites where this videos will be available, right? What you can do, you can download it from there or view it from there, always, forever. So this is our last podcast. I would like to say thank you to every single person listening and hearing to it and observing all the specific details that I have generated. And even in future, any particular question comes up in your mind regarding any particular details analysis, do let us know. We will come back to you. And for further details, again I would like to say, just move on to our website, bridgenile.in. Even this will be free forever without an issue. Okay, even this will be free forever, and what you can see is you have all the blogs. You don't have to buy any books basically, but you have all the blogs out here written almost for free, right? If you want to buy how to do stock analysis, intrinsic value of stock, you can find intrinsic value of stock. See how to calculate intrinsic value of a stock. This is how it is. Fixed asset, underlying. You can just go through every single terms out here. See, what are intangible assets and tangible assets, right? I have given every single thing in details. So if any person wants to learn something, they can learn it absolutely for free. No one will charge you even a penny. My request to every single person watching this video, start learning from today. The more you learn, you see, आप लोग के पास टाइम इतना ज़्यादा है, टाइम इतना कम है, बिकॉज यू हैव टू लर्न अ लॉट. यू नो नथिंग. मतलब बेसिकली जो भी मालूम करना है वो बहुत है, और जो भी मालूम किया है वो बहुत कम है. दैट इज़ द डिफरेंस. द मोमेंट यू अंडरस्टैंड कि आपको बहुत ज़्यादा अभी काम करना है, यू विल नॉट डू रॉन्ग थिंग्स. आपका माइंड डाइवर्ट नहीं होगा एंड यू विल स्टे फोकस्ड इन वन पर्टिकुलर डायरेक्शन. आपका माइंड तभी डाइवर्ट होगा जब आपको मालूम चलेगा कि मेरा तो जीवन में सब कुछ खत्म हो गया. सो इट्स योर विश टू ऑब्जर्व एवरी सिंगल थिंग दैट्स कमिंग अप टू यू, राइट, एंड वॉच इट हाउएवर इट गोज. दिस इज हाउ डज स्टॉक मार्केट क्रैश मीन्स. इन स्टॉक मार्केट ये जो क्रैश का हल्ला होता है ये क्या होता है? व्हाट इज स्टॉक स्प्लिट? यू कैन सी आउट हियर. आई हैव गिवन व्हाट डज स्टॉक स्प्लिट मीन्स, हाउ डज स्टॉक स्प्लिट हैपन, व्हाट इज डिविडेंड, व्हाट इज राइट्स इशू. उस दिन जो मैंने वीडियो में समझा था, एवरीथिंग इज आउट हियर and it's for free. Anyone can read it. No one has to buy any books for that, right? Reading is important in investing, as I've said, as we have discussed. So again, I would like to say thank you to every single person for watching our video and watching our podcast. Nothing else. Bye bye.